You're listening to the Banter Boys, brought to you by Sam Creer State Farm.
Swung on the line, down the left field line for a base hit. Here comes Joy. Here is Junior to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will be late. The Mariners are going to play for the American League Championship.
The two throws to Lillard. A 3 for the game.
Center field. Buxton going back, looking up. Goodbye baseball. Magic here at the corner of Edgar and Dave.
Black, a fly ball to left center field. Tyler Graham moving in. Graham is there. The Beavers are the national champions. He makes the catch.
We'll do it live. Do it live.
Don't talk to me, all right? Knock it off.
Welcome into the Banter Table, Banter Nation. It is Tuesday, November 14th, and you are listening to the Banter Boys here on 90.3 FM and on Periscope and HD1 McMinnville, brought to you by Sam Creer State Farm. Tonight we have a special guest here at the Banter Table, Linfield baseball star, but more importantly, former Marine.
People star. The country star.
Cason Cunningham, welcome into the Banter Table. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, guys.
So, for those of you that don't know, it was a special holiday for our armed forces this past weekend.
Every day's a holiday for our armed forces.
This is true. But we have our own veteran. Linfield has their own veteran. And if you didn't get to notice, Cason made his rounds, and this is his final news media obligation of the week.
Some would say his most important.
His most important. He was on Fox 12. He was on the news.
Yeah, but we compete with Fox.
Yeah. This is true.
Ratings are neck and neck.
But also, he saved the best for last. First off, we will do introduce our Mama Jones drink of the night.
No, it's like you missed the whole rebranding.
I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
Rebranding Mama Jones drink of the night. 2, I will let intern Jonesy take this over.
Did you forget what it was already? Is that right?
No, of course not.
To college-wise drink of the night, Mama Jones is a college counselor, Northern California local.
That's why you're here.
Yes,
that is why I'm here.
So, college-wise drink of the night, we are drinking. I don't even know how to say this.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate,
Yes.
organic brand, Enlightenment. So we'll crack these open.
But what we're not getting is it's the flavor's enlightenment. Like enlightenment, but it's enlightenment. It's a little play on words.
It's a tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
A play on words.
I taste the mint.
Yeah.
It's an enlightenment.
It's an enlightenment. Yeah. No, I get it.
And watch the waitress get nervous to try to ask me for a photo. I'm something very.
Because when I go to Subway, I have a palette for 3 sandwiches. You know, I could go with 3 of these sandwiches. Depends on what I'm feeling that day.
For a long time, I was spicy Italian all the way on a diet herbs and cheese. And then I ate a lot of it because I eat a lot of Subway. So I kind of started having to branch out. I was like the Italian BMT, which is very similar to...
way to branch out.
Yeah, what's the difference?
So the spicy Italian has no ham on it. The Italian BMT does have ham. That's
the only difference.
Pretty much the only difference.
So first one, I have to go bacon chicken ranch. I love it.
Chicken bacon ranch?
Chicken bacon ranch.
Get it right.
It's the same
that once did not sit well with me. I haven't gone back to it.
Oh. Well, way to ruin it for me.
It's a classic.
It is a classic. But
Here's the thing. Gonna come out and say it. I think Subway sucks. I think sandwiches suck.
Wow.
So there's hot take number 1. But if I do go to Subway, usually as a team trip, because I don't go out of my own way.
Hold the phone. You don't eat sandwiches.
No, I mean I do eat sandwiches like at home,
I think you suck. How about that?
You are not alone. But so, I mean, if I'm short on time, I'll throw together a little sandwich at home. But like, a sandwich is not my top lunch choice.
What? My 3 sandwiches All on Italian herbs and cheese.
Yeah, too.
Steak and cheese. Also, right now, $5.69 at Subway right now. Footlong.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a $5.69
It's $7 a month, or
it's been like that for a month and a half now.
Wow.
Maybe almost 2 months. So you might want to hop on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump on that.
And then also, big fan of the tuna. Tuna melt.
You go toasted?
That, or it depends on how I feel that day. It's a really hot day, probably not going to get a tuna melt. But if it's cold, might get a tuna melt. But I might get a tuna melt if it's hot, depending how I want to feel. I mean, the only thing I don't really like about the tuna melt, is it kind of looks like baby puke or like cat puke.
Yeah.
When it gets heated up. So and with the cheese melted on over it looks like regurgitated cat puke.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason sometimes, and then I just don't think about it. So, anyways, so steak and cheese, and then tuna, and then we're gonna have to go with old chicken breast, like the later. Anyways, future.
Hey, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Thank you.
Jokes. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Kappa Steve, my man.
Tell us about your experience. What you've been through, what you've seen.
Well, I joined out of high school, and that's when I found out I was colorblind.
Really?
Yeah, they would not let me work with the explosives. They said I wanted to be a combat engineer, and they said, yeah, you're colorblind. We're not letting you snip the wires. So
that would have been bad. You'd probably be dead.
Yeah, that's so probably a good call. But that's how I found that out. And then so I went infantry. Left January 3rd, 2012.
Right after New Year's.
Yeah, right after New Year's.
Partied your ass off, and then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, honestly, the best time to go after you have all of the. I would not have wanted been gone for Christmas, so that was good timing. And then 3 months in San Diego for boot camp. Came home for 10 days, then went down to Camp Pendleton for 2 months of School of Infantry training, where became a machine gunner. And then I got sent to 1-4, which is about 2 miles up the road from School of Infantry. So that was kind of nice. Some of the guys got shipped off to 29 Palms, which is horrible. Been there 2 times, and it was terrible.
Weren't you telling me earlier, probably like 2 years ago, that you were like this close to going to Afghanistan?
Yeah, my name being Cunningham, if it had been Chambers, who was the guy to my right, because we were all lined up, in alphabetical order. If my name had been Chambers instead of Cunningham, I would have gone to Afghan. 3-4, 29 Palms. And, which interestingly enough, he ended up coming back, Chambers, who's a great buddy of mine, lives up in Kirkland, Washington.
Okay.
Great dude.
Lovely this time of year.
Yeah. Kirkland signature. Great. But anyways,
Kirkland signature.
Yeah. 3-4 came back, got disbanded, and he got sent to 1-4, and he was actually our section leader for machine guns, which was awesome because he's just a great dude. And he actually called me 3 months ago and asked to put me down as a reference, and I was like, awesome. And it's just nice to catch up with him. But
nice.
So yeah, I got sent to 1-4, trained for almost a year and a half, and then went on the 13th MEU, got on a ship in San Diego, sailed to Hawaii, Philippines, Singapore, Kuwait, UAE, Bahrain, Djibouti, and we spent some time in Korean waters, but we didn't actually get off the boat there. So
let's. I love to hear the stories about the Aussie soldiers.
The Aussie. Oh, we went to Australia.
This is a good one for the fans.
I'll try not to get too graphic. I'll try and.
No, you're fine.
They do a thing called the bubbler. They get drunk down there, and then they try and pee into their own mouth while standing up. They call it the bubbler. Right?
What?
Yeah. They get. I mean,
are they standing?
They're
sitting?
Standing up,
and they try peeing in their own mouth.
And those guys.
Can you try to do that? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to pee up high enough to get it in your mouth. They call it the bubbler. I thought Marines got after it with the booze. I mean, Australians just blew us out of the water. I mean, wow. It was incredible.
Did you try pissing in your mouth?
No. That was.
So Rose and Thorn is Rose and Thorn from your day or week. You can upgrade your Thorn to a Rose because no bad days.
No bad days.
And have 2 roses. Those are the rules.
Ooh.
Intern Jonesy will start us off.
Okay. Start with my thorn. Sadly, got another test tomorrow. Got an
What class?
Accounting.
Financial.
Yes.
How are we feeling for it? What do you got? Cash flows? What do you got?
We do got cash flows tomorrow.
Nice.
And
OCF.
we got balance sheets.
Have you tried trusting the process?
Oh, always
Nice.
trust process.
Nice.
Instagram bio, everything. You know how it is.
Nice.
Rose, great to be live.
Love it.
You know, great to be back at the table and excited for break. Excited to go home.
Yes.
Fly down to LA, get some sun.
Flying into LA. Your Rose and Thorn.
Probably my thorn is just finishing up with classes before the break. I got 3 papers due tomorrow. So I'll probably start those. No, I'm just kidding. And then, so that's kind of a bummer. But then my rose was Scott Brocious came and spoke at FCA last night and crushed it.
Question: do you think Scotty B would come on the Banter Boys?
Absolutely. He is the most down to earth, like humble, awesome guy. Like the first time I met him, I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Brocious, Coach Sir." Like,
yeah.
And
so I was super intimidated.
Yeah, I was pretty intimidated. I mean, not every day you meet a world.
Turn it in for another rose because no bad days. So my first rose: woke up, kicking, dreaming, breathing, loving, living.
Wow.
Living in the greatest country in the United States of America. Living in the greatest country, the United States of America. And probably my second rose. Oh, yikes. I have to think about this one.
So many good things.
Just too many.
You know, we'll probably have to go with the Cats getting another home game.
Go Cats.
Cats getting another home game.
That was exciting.
Possibly a Banter tailgate on Saturday.
Oh, I'm there.
I'll be there.
Banter tailgate on Saturday. You heard it here first. Live at 11. No, probably 11 because kicks at 12.
Was it 12, not 1?
Yeah, it's at 12.
Yeah, kick at 12.
Okay.
So we got
we start at 10.
10.
11.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Our PR department will set it up.
Yeah, our PR department will get that out to you guys. We'll have a live Banter Boys tailgate show, Banter tailgate, like it is every home game, except the one I wasn't at. Anyways, so that wraps it up for us this week, Banter Nation. We want to thank Linfield baseball superstar and former Marine Cason Cunningham for being on the show.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Beto has a better beard.
Cats are hot.
Cats are hot.
Ride the lightning.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Let's ride. Let it ride. Let it rip.
Enlightenment. Enlightenment.
Card hasn't touched it.
College-wise, it's because
effort and approach. ENA.
Control the controllables.
Inner circle, outer circle. Crap.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, here we go.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you next week, Banter Nation. Good night.
No. Wow.